Good morning, students. Hope you people are good. Welcome to science class. In the previous session, we learnt the chapter Our Environment. Yes. So, hope you people understood the chapter. Not only that, and completed all the assignments, activities, and even the lesson notes also. Right? So, now we will move to the next chapter, chapter 3 in chemistry, structure of atom. So, shall we start? Learning objectives. So, in this session, we are going to learn about atom, matter, and invention of atom, theory of atom, and so on. So, shall we begin with the atom? Atom. So, students, what is an atom? In the previous class, you have learned about the atom and matter. So, an atom is the smallest particle of an element that retains its identity in a chemical reaction. So, the word atom comes from the Greek word atomos, meaning indivisible. Like in the Greek, the prefix a means not, and the word tomos means cut. Our word atom therefore comes from atomos, a Greek word meaning is uncuttable. Then the word is derived from the Greek word atomos, like meaning is indivisible. So, atoms are the smallest part of the matter, which cannot be divided further into parts. So, what does they contain? They contain subatomic particles. So, they are called as electrons, protons, and neutrons. Students, atoms are the fundamental building blocks of chemistry. So, it is just like baked food or made up of collection of different types of ingredients as you view in the image. Next, coming to the matter. So, matter itself is made up of a collection of different types of atoms. For example, sugar crystal is made up of carbon atom, hydrogen atom, and oxygen atom. But a single atom is so small, it is impossible to see with our naked eyes. So here is a small information about atoms, protons, neutrons, and electrons. So come, let us watch.
Hello everyone, welcome to Little Einstein. We're going to take a closer look at atoms. All matter is made up of elements that cannot be broken down by chemical activity. Atom is the smallest particle of an element that retains the element's properties. Atoms are the building blocks of everything in this universe, including ourselves. People often think of atoms as the smallest possible form of matter, but even smaller particles make up atoms. Each atom has a dense center called the nucleus. The nucleus contains neutrons which have neutral electric charge and protons which are positively charged. The number of protons in an atom determines the element's physical properties. No two elements have the same number of protons. Revolving around the nucleus like the planets around the sun are the negatively charged particles called electrons. Electrons and protons attract each other. Usually, they are equal in number. Scientists ascertain a number to each element based on the number of protons in it, and a unit called AMU, or the atomic mass unit, which is the sum of protons and neutrons present in the nucleus. For instance, a helium atom has 2 protons, so its atomic number is 2. It also has 2 neutrons. Adding number of protons and neutrons, we get 4, which is helium's atomic mass unit. Electrons have almost no mass and are not included in AMU calculations. In an atom, the number of protons remains constant. Individual atoms can lose or gain electrons to form ions. Atoms of the same element can also have extra neutrons. These are called isotopes. Despite having different neutron counts, isotopes retain their element's chemical properties because the number of protons remains constant.
Students, did you know the Indian sage who developed atomic theory 2600 years ago was Maharishi Kanad. He was the first person in the ancient time who discussed about atom and molecule. Come, let us learn in detail. In 6th century, an Indian philosopher named Maharishi Kanad gave us the term Paramanu. Param meaning is smallest. Anu, the meaning is particles. So Paramanu means smallest particles. Later on, after him, many people explained about small particles called atom. Students, let us deal with the 3 important theories put forward in the discovery of an atom by John Dalton, Sir J. J. Thomson and Ernest Rutherford. So let us move on to the world of atom and you will have a look of evolution of an atom. Evolution of an atom. The first person in the evolution of an atom was John Dalton. So students, let's learn more about John Dalton. In the year 1808, an English chemist John Dalton gave us the Dalton's atomic theory. So let us see what is Dalton's atomic theory. Dalton's atomic theory. Dalton's atomic theory is called the fundamental theory of composition of matter. So fundamental means you know that it is basic. So his theory was the first basic theory. So we will call it as a fundamental theory of composition of matter. Matter is made up of small particles which Dalton named as atoms. So students, now we all know that Dalton was the first person to tell about atom. According to Dalton's theory, an atom is a hard, solid ball and it is indivisible. Indivisible means you cannot break it further. So it is the final stage. Students, so atom is the final stage. You cannot break it further. Now, Dalton's theory is not the complete theory. It had some demerits. So demerits means limitations. So let us see what are the demerits of Dalton's atomic theory. So here is the demerits of Dalton's atomic theory. Dalton's theory does not propose anything about the positive and negative charges on an atom. Hence, it was not able to explain many of the properties of substances. So later on, after Dalton, the second person to continue with evolution of atom was in the year 1897, and his name was Sir J.J. Thomson. So let us summarize what we have learned in this session. So students, what we have learned about atom, right? Next, matter, and what are the atoms made up of, and then the theories in the discovery of an atom. So in the next session, I'll continue with the chapter. Students, go through the videos once again and note down the important points also. Take care, students. Thank you.